Basically bought this property to make a little platform right there that I could display nice, awesome, pricey art sculptures because the McCrary Park's right there. Okay, if I wanted to make noise, there's highways right there. Okay, I could have a lean-to. Okay, so a platform, a lean-to in there with like a little storage shed where I could make art with like a little deck, even if it's on a rolling trailer, all this stuff. And maybe a gazebo would be cool with a little pad of grass inside there with lights and electric. I already got 811 out there and all that. I set everything up for electric. And then a driveway going in where I could park up there. Or like this, I can get in here. Okay, and another big plan I wanted to do is put a billboard, because I like painting billboards, and I always saw the south of the border billboards, and so like I wanted to put a billboard because 74 is right there, and this way I could make money and I could travel around, and then I could have this little piece of property. It's big enough for me. It's like 2,500 square foot. I could put a trailer, tiny home if I want, or just have my Winnebago. Okay, and like a motorcycle, and then just, live my life and do art, play music, camp here while I'm here, travel around, see my family and friends in different states, and then, come back here intermittently and take care of stuff, and then all that. But the city said I couldn't have a driveway, and I couldn't have electric, and they're going to put driveway. So then they bought that, and they said I couldn't have a billboard, but they're going to put a billboard, so now I put this for sale because they harassed me, and then some stuff in town where I got profiled by security guards, and the police were called, and the police, they let trespasses stand, which affected my money because I was, in the parking lot where they had hot rod shows. Believe it or not, I make like one job a month pinstriping and stuff, and that really screwed me because there's like multiple shows, and it just totally ruined me. And, and I got harassed, so I haven't been able to do anything with the property. So the property's for sale. I don't want to sell it, but McCrary Park and these people, Asheboro is really nice. A lot of the city people aren't, but Asheboro is really nice, and the people, and I'm like, okay, that would be perfect, because they didn't know I had the property, and this was their plan before, but I bought the property, and then I get here, and then they decided to try and acquire it, because this was to two other owners before they acquired about mine, after harassing me, telling me I couldn't park there, and I'm not allowed to live in an RV and all this stuff. And, it's like, okay, well, and it's zoned R2 initially. Now it looks like it's residual 1, but then they said it's not commercial, so I can't put a billboard, but they're going to change it to commercial, put a billboard. And they bought a house around the corner, and they tried to buy the rest, and I guess not everybody to sell, so they changed one house from residential to commercial during the city meeting, so they could put a garage and everything, because they're like, well, this is commercial already, so if we want to make something else commercial, we're just going to make everything commercial because we want to. Yes, because we love McCrary Park. But they don't want to pay, and the city council made an offer, so the current price that the city agreed to pay with this, I got his signature and his words, was $26,650, which I walk away with scot-free clear. And then they reneged for some reason, like they're not communicating within office. So not only am I being threatened and harassed and incapacitated, but I've been lied to, and I'm being lied to. So I'm in this predicament, but it's a great little property. And it's like when I was 17 as an artist in an Art Institute Florida, I'm like, you know what? That would be awesome. I'd love to paint billboards like that and have a little property where I could have a billboard, And like another thing which I really would like to do, preference, would be to put a brick building big enough to house my Winnie with like a little like 400 square foot or 350 square foot studio apartment on top. I don't know, maybe, how about 200, right? And then I could put this in there and then paint the sign on the side of the brick building. Would be excellent, because then I'd have like a solid sign. It would be no maintenance whatsoever, because it would be painted on a brick building right there. And it's not interfering, like it's a commercial property if I want it to be, but it's residential too. So then I'd still be able to live my life. And like I was going to do this, it could have been all done in a year, because I work, man. But now it's like, okay, even 2 years later, I've been incapacitated and blackballed in this town because people that have properties don't want their tenants, like, and partners that don't like me because they're associated with people that harass me that I complain about. So this is Asheboro, North Carolina. And, yeah, today's my first day. The first time I came up onto this property, which is public parking lot property. They just paved that. And, like, they went over budget. It was supposed to be, like, anyway, they're, like, $10 million over budget or something like that for this. And, like, yeah, and then they were like, oh, we don't want you in your Winnebago making a mess over there. You're going to look like trash. You know, when I came here, there's an RV there. And look, that doesn't look like trash there. This neighborhood's right there. So these people have been extremely disrespectful to me along the lines of being fair and honest and transparent and honoring their oaths and everything. And I have this property in Asheboro, so I'm at this crossroads now because it fits my lifestyle and everything, the property and the people that live here that are really cool. But, you know, they keep voiding their contract within the city circumstance of not doing their job, allowing me to have a fair contract to feel like an American. And everybody knows the bias. But yeah, so it's like now my mind is on that, and I have to like watch the cars and people go by. If I'm in a building or someplace, I won't even go to a white church because I don't want to see the people in there that came against me or their families, you know, because then they talk shit. And like, you know, that graces them with my presence, so fuck them. You know, leave me alone, give me my life back, you know, and stop fucking harassing me and make a fucking decision. You told me you pay me the money, okay, and then you didn't, and then the realtor talks to the city guy, and they're like, well, now we decided. Okay, but on the audio, the city council's prepared to pay. It's going through. I'm going to get a purchase order and everything, dude. I was told I was getting a purchase order, you know, so this way I could pick up my check during the week because the closing was going to happen, you know, that week. And like it's 4 months now, and then, you know, the real estate agent goes and says, well, what if they do it right now? I'm like, yeah. So she said, well, they only want to pay $5. Yeah, they paid fucking 16.5 for this 2 years ago now, and then it is what it is. So like I'm losing money. That property right there has the potential of making $36,500 a year. Okay, just with one billboard at $100 a day. Is that what it comes out to? 365 times 100. So $100 a day for a big billboard for a couple people on there. You know, with businesses and local stuff. I even offered, okay, let me lease it to the city. They're crazy. It's really crappy here, but it's still a great property, because, like, the idea that kids and families are going to be here, and then I could do nice art for kids and families, you know. I have 2 trailers on there now. I made both of them trailers, and, my materials on there, and I stopped working because they were going to buy it. But this is perfect. I could park right here or put a little stage right here with like a really nice sculpture for display. So the community would be like, oh, we love it. And then I would rotate them as I sell them or move them around to other places. But anyway, right now this property is listed for $35. I don't really want to sell it for less because why should I? Because I see the maximum potential that I can make with it, even at a minimal level. You know, I'm not working with anything because I got exhausted here, but it's the way it goes. See? There you go. It's just me, an American.